But yes. I mean, the tree is growing back leaves, so I'm guessing it's fine? Question mark? I'm not too sure how, you know, magic trees work. I'm guessing it's magic from the way it is. I see they put on the other side now. Yes, I am. Hello? Do I just enter on, like, is that a thing? Like, question mark? Oh!
You can just come in.
Well, I wasn't sure, so I just didn't. Yeah, I wasn't sure that much. I didn't know if it was your house. Like, I know it's your agency, but I wasn't sure if it's your house as well right now or not, so...
No, I live upstairs, but...
Oh, so it is basically your house.
Anyone can come in down here. I mean, this is the agency, so anyone can just be around.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It's kind of how I had the shop before I moved out, I guess. I just came sorry, April. I'm just here to get to know you, I guess. Like,
that's a first. Usually people come in here to tell me, hey, here's a job, go do it.
Well, I'm full of surprises, as you can tell.
I'm sure.
I don't have really any reason to need a detective. Like, not in a bad way. I would love to give you work when you need it, but for one, I know you're probably working a lot, based on what I've heard. And two, I just grab herbs and flowers and such, so I don't really need a detective for that. But yeah.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it'd be nice. We've run into each other, we've been around a lot of people. a lot of people, but I just thought, I don't know how long we're gonna be here, any of us, so I guess I'm starting to get to know people a little bit more than I originally planned to. So yeah.
All right. I mean, sure, but I guess. What do you want to know?
Great question. I don't really talk to people, you see. Don't know if you know that. I'm not really a people person. I don't know if you could tell with the group the other day, but that was people aren't my thing, I guess, is how to phrase it. I mean, you're a detective. What did you do? Did you do anything before you were a detective? Like, what?
A few things.
This is going really well.
I'm not big on talking about myself.
Have some fish. I don't actually. Are you allergic?
No, I'm not allergic to anything.
Oh, that's great, because I wasn't. Do you have any dietary at all? Oh, great. I brought cake as well. I wasn't sure. Yeah. I mean, we can go for a walk somewhere. Or we can sit down, or whichever you're most comfortable with.
I guess a walk will be fine. I mean, this is kind of in the middle of town, and if I'm gonna be talking about myself,
We can go to my house. It's a bit more secluded. That sounded really bad, didn't it?
Yeah. Private detective, you take me to a secluded space, I'm going to assume you're going to kill me. But, you know what? I'm all for it.
I'm not planning to kill you if that makes you feel better.
I wouldn't think so. It's just your wording sounds like it.
Yeah, I just... Like I said, not a people person, so... I mean, I mainly talk with plants and animals, so... They don't really question my wording.
You can talk to plants?
Yes. Why do you not?
What am I supposed to Hi, grass? No, I can't understand what this thing's saying to me.
Oh, I thought it was a normal thing.
Well, what does it say?
It just says hi. We said hello, so...
Is that all it does? It just hi back?
Well, you said hello, it says hi. Not all of them are really talkative, I will say.
Alright.
Grass tends to have, like, a very... I hate to be that word, a very bland, talking way.
I mean, it's grass.
Yeah, there's others that are a lot better than grass.
Does it scream in pain when we step on it?
Not really, they don't really... Not that I mean, I've never heard them scream in pain when I've seen people step on it. When you, like, do you know when you punch it and you, like, crush it though?
Yeah.
They don't like that.
I wouldn't imagine so.
I think, like, when you step on it, because... I don't know if it's like a worm, I guess. Do you like step and it kind of splits, I guess? I'm not too sure. It's not something I've, like, deeply thought about. But yeah. I just, like I said, I'm just getting to know people. That is... I'm not questioning that, actually. I've stopped questioning things. by that I mean stop questioning Con's stuff.
Probably easier that way, knowing what he gets up to.
I think every time I go past his house or I look at it, something else has popped up. Like is the cake, the tortoise that's on his roof.
Yeah.
That's definitely something.
It sure is.
But yeah. Do you get out a lot? Outside of, work?
Like my desk and everything?
I mean, just outside, outside of work, do you just do things, I guess?
Not really. I just work.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of get that. I mean, I guess outside is my work, but, you know. It's fine. At least mine, I was gonna say, is kind of a bit better than some detective work, which it kind of is, but it's sometimes worse, I guess. Oh, that's Grog.
Hi, Grog.
He's such a wonderful little guy. If you should use this chest stone, and it's the one on the bottom, you should get there quite easy. But yeah, this is where I mostly reside right now. I mean, until I guess everything is, I don't know. So, oh, this is Larry. He just kind of lives here.
Hi, Larry.
Yeah, I tried to remove him from my house, but he just keeps showing back up, so I kind of gave up on the idea. So I thought I'd keep him safe instead of removing him from the premises to an extent.
I guess he's claimed it as his home.
Yeah, I'm gonna build him... Why are you looking at me like that? I'm gonna build him something a bit more pleasant for him. So yeah. That'll be better, hopefully. But yeah, feel free to take a seat anywhere. I was going to say what brings you here, but I
Great question. I wish I knew.
Yeah, I think everyone does. I mean, I have an inkling, I just don't have confirmation. So...
Oh, what do you theorize then?
I think it was for me, obviously a herbalist, and that I think I'd made a mistake with something, such as I mixed up someone's teas type thing. Nothing too bad, it was just one was more medical, like lavender to help someone sleep, and one was just a tea to drink. So yeah. I mean, I can guess why Black Might's here as well, knowing him well enough, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's not my place to say though. I'm not gonna...
Yeah. I'm not gonna pry either. That's more for him to talk about.
I mean, if he talks about it, well, I mean, we all know what he's like.
Yeah.
So do you have any hobbies? Is that something... I don't know what people ask each other or talk about, so...
I think hobbies are something people ask about, and no, not really.
Yeah, would you say you're kind of your work's your hobby in a sense?
I suppose. I like puzzles, so a lot of my work is puzzle related.
I get that. I was when it's like I know a lot of the I guess the things you solve are not always like the best, but I bet there's been some like like funny ones over the times where it's just been like something really small, but it doesn't really harm it. You know what I mean? Kind of like funny puzzles.
Yeah, I've had a few of those.
Mm.
Even being here.
Yeah.
I mean, poor Kelpie selling
Mm.
their soul for 20 netherite coins, but it's been kind of funny helping with that.
I'm sorry, what? That's
Uh, so what had happened was, uh, Kelpie first getting here had a mental breakdown and sold their soul to the raccoon as collateral damage for a loan
oh.
of 20 netherite coins
Oh.
so that they could buy a cheese wheel. And they can't eat cheese.
I'm sorry, so they what? What? So
I think that's been the general reaction of just what?
a loan for a cheese wheel that you can't eat. That's a new
Yep.
one.
But they're nice. So I've been trying my best to get them. Now it's 40 netherite coins, but
What?
so
That is insane.
further explaining, part of the deal was that the cheese wheel couldn't be broken, and
No.
when Kelpie took us to look at the cheese wheel, me and Rose,
No.
the first thing Rose did was touch it and it broke. So, funny cases ago, Lepion!
I'm glad someone remembers. And it ain't us.
My beloved pigeon. Thank you. I have something caught in my throat today, apparently.
Uncatch it.
I would like to.
Mood.
So, Kelpie took us to their cave, me and Rose, and told us explicitly multiple times, don't touch the cheese wheel. It could break.
And Rose touched the cheese wheel.
First thing Rose did was touch the cheese wheel,
Oh.
and it broke.
Honestly, I know a good amount of people when you go, don't do this, the first thing they will do is do that exact thing. Oh, I feel so bad for Kelpie.
Yeah, so now they owe 40 netherite coins.
What? Oh
I
my
heard.
god. I don't even have that many coins.
I managed to give them 11 netherite coins, and I've gotten my hands on another 21, so hopefully we can pay off the 40 soon.
That is pretty good. That's good. I believe. Oh my goodness, though. That is... I can't imagine. I can feel the pain. Like, I can imagine how they felt, though. Just knowing, like, as soon as they saw the cheese wheel break and just knowing they owed more coins.
Yeah, that's how I felt, because I was standing there, and
Yeah.
we'd been working so hard to get 20, and then...
Oh...
Now it's 40.
No. Hey, but once debt is paid, it is done.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it done soon.
I hope so. If you guys need any help with anything to get more coins, I can probably help out.
I'll have to check in with Kelpie at some point to see how close we are to it.
Yeah, that's probably be a good idea. Most likely. Yes, Larry, I know. Stop it, man. Please. Okay. But yeah. a cheese wheel's even that good to be worth 20 coins?
No. You
Oh.
could probably... I hear you can buy a cheese wheel from a guy in the sewers for way cheap.
You can! Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's kinda rough. I hope Kelpie does not know. I kind of hope they don't know.
I kind of hope they don't either, but at the same time, it'd be just a little funny.
Yeah, I hope they find out at one point, but I hope it's not now. I hope it's like further down, like down the road, you know what I mean? So then they don't have to like be like, oh, I could have just bought the cheese wheel for however much it is. Oh.
Poor Kelpie.
But yeah. Yeah, I don't really trust the raccoon, I'll be real. Like, nothing against it. They seem chill to an extent, but like they seem chill to be around, but I would never make a deal with them. I mean, I honestly wouldn't make a deal with many people or creatures just because it might not end well. I mean, there's deals with fairs and then fairy circles as well, which I guess is a deal. What?
I mean, I stepped in one, so...
Oh, yeah, sorry. So many things happened that day.
It was a crazy day.
Some of the words went into one ear and out the other. Because I remember Val shouting at you about telling Briar about Blackmire stuff. But yeah, I am genuinely curious of why you told Briar. Not in a way it's hard to phrase. I care, but I don't, if you get what I mean. Blackmire isn't the easiest to get along with. And I can fully understand why people dislike him. I did at one point. But yeah. I don't want you to feel like I'm not going to shout at you or anything. I'm just actually curious.
I don't dislike Blackmire at all.
Oh wow, you've been one of the few.
I think he's interesting, and I'd love to pick his brain someday, just because he seems to know so much, and I find that fascinating. But in regards to telling Briar about that stuff, I just figured it seemed like a dangerous situation, and she might have known how to help.
Yeah, to an extent, this is not on you either, at all. Blackmire might... The way Briar's taken it is now that they want to do an exorcism, but that can just hurt Blackmire. And it can also hurt the person who's doing it. That's the problem with exorcisms. They just might work. They might work or they might not work, but with this situation it is more likely it won't work at all. Because exorcisms are typically not... Different creatures, it's different, I guess. Different types of possession.
Right.
But yeah, it's... Like I said, I knew about it. I understand you telling Briar, and it makes sense to me to tell Briar. Especially when you haven't being around it, I guess, like I have to an extent. And it is also the concern for others, which I think is very, I guess, noble in a sense. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about magical stuff, and since I got here, it's just been one magic thing after another, and well,
yeah, I can
Briar's,
imagine.
yeah, and Briar's been the only one really willing to tell me or teach me about any of it, so
So I can,
like I said,
tell bits and pieces. I can probably,
like
can probably teach it, but not. I've not taught people in years, really, so. But yeah, I can definitely tell you about some magic and such, depending.
I'd have to figure out what kind of questions I want to ask.
No, it's understandable. I mean, I typically. I've used more, obviously, plant and sometimes ice, I guess, is the most common magic that I've used previously. I have some spells that are more offensive. I use that as defense, I guess, against the creatures outside and such. And healing, which I guess they all make sense to have, to be honest, for me.
Yeah, being the herbalist and everything.
Yeah. The most common one I use is it's called Root. But I kind of use it to mess about with Blackwire because he really gets annoyed with it. He can just make it disappear, but it is kind of funny. It's one of those. Just to inconvenience him for that one moment. But yeah. It's, I don't know, it's nice, I guess, meeting people who don't know magic as well. I don't know if it sounds weird. It's kind of refreshing to an extent. I've been around people who know magic and such a lot. Even the people here, there's a good chunk of them, so it's... I don't know, it's just different.
I guess you could just say I grew up kind of sheltered about it. Most magic that I ever saw was fake magic.
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, I kind of wish I didn't know magic, or I wasn't taught it to an extent.
Why is that?
My parents were, obviously they were both elves and such as well. Grew up learning magic, but it also got us kicked out of a few villages. Because we weren't humans. All magic was banned in some villages. So, many years my parents, they used to, I guess, they had illusions with their, features of their horns and such. But when I was born, they weren't able to hide it the same way, I guess. Not enough magic between them to do it for two people. And I obviously didn't know magic when I was born, so... People found out, and, yeah. Moved place to place. But, yeah. It's... Yeah.
It must be kind of surreal getting here and seeing pretty much everyone using magic then.
To an extent, yeah. I've travelled to places where magic is the best thing, and it's a gift, and it's so highly looked upon. And then I've traveled to places to help people where I'm not even allowed in the city, and they have to figure out a way to get my help. So it's different to an extent being here and it being so normal. But it's also refreshing, or I don't have to worry about those aspects. So it's nice still. But yeah, I mean, my magic has saved my life a few times, so I'm grateful for having it. It's just, if I was human and just had no magic, maybe I would have had a more normal life, I guess. Like, whatever people consider normal.
Yeah, I mean, even without magics and being human, I probably didn't have the most normal life.
Maybe if I listened to my parents, what they wanted me to be, I might have had a more normal life.
And what did they want you to be?
To own the family bakery.
That's pretty normal, yeah.
Yeah. But as you can guess, I didn't do that. I mean, yeah, landed me here, whether that be good or bad, it's definitely unique being here.
Yeah, that's for sure. Not a boring life, at least.
That's true. I feel like every day there's something happening. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't the most I'm still not the most outgoing, but I feel like whenever I see people, I have to be told about 5 or 6 different things that have happened. Which is insane, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very lively.
For such a forgotten town with barely any people in it, yeah, for sure.
Definitely. But yeah. You can call me Odessa, by the way.
Oh, instead of the herbalist?
Yeah, it was a conversation I've had recently with Brian and then Val. I mean, I'm gonna be here. We're going to be here longer than I think any of us anticipated we would, so I might as well get comfortable with people knowing my name, and it's also everyone, it's not a bad thing, everyone just questioned, well, most people said if that's what I want to be called when I said the Herbalist, and it's not that I wanted to be called it, it's what people most commonly called me previously. So being called Odessa for basically 400 years. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the herbalist is better than some of the things I've been called.
Yeah, I guess the Herbalist is just the title, but it's something.
Odessa's a nice name, at least.
Thank you. But yeah, it's And honestly, I'm probably getting to people first before Blackmire leaks it to everybody. One conversation, yeah, one conversation with Val, and he told Val.
So he can keep his mouth shut about himself, but not other people.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's like he's very used to calling me Odessa, so that's also probably why he. I mean, before we all got here, we'd interact a lot, but it was always, I guess, at his house where I stayed at times. Because I didn't have a house, I just slept in tents because of traveling and such. So, so it's there's a good chunk of people who didn't even know we actually knew each other, which I'm not surprised because we're very vastly different.
Hmm. I mean, at least you know someone here.
Yeah, it's nice. It's also, I don't know if daunting's the right word. I'm just used to showing up places and not knowing people and just do my job and then leaving, I guess. Very
Right.
do not stay in one place for long most of the time. I guess Stormwood was the place I stayed the longest at times.
I can relate to that. I think Thornwood's been the longest I've stayed in any place, or at least it was getting close to that.
And then we all ended up here.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. Don't quote me on how it could be worse, just trust me on that. It could be worse.
I mean, it seems to slowly be going that direction.
Well, yes, but let's keep positive right now. I don't know. No, you don't. You don't need to apologize. I think about how things go very south all the time. I'm more of a pessimist than an optimist, I guess.
Stop eating! I'm sorry if you heard that scream. Someone just screamed.
No, it's okay.
It's too early for this, man. It's 5 o'clock. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not really used to optimism.
Yeah.
A lot of people here seem to be trying to be positive. I don't know if that's normal for them, but I keep hearing it a lot. Oh, things will be fine, or it'll get better. Your mistakes don't matter. You can grow as a person.
Yeah, I guess I don't know people too well to comment, but I believe people's mistakes do matter. I do think people can grow somewhat. I think it depends on the mistakes they've made, though, as well. Because it's like, Fun? Sorry.
No, you finish your thought.
I should say, it's like, I guess if someone had, like, say that someone had, like, killed, like, 10 plus people, I would question that of if they can be a better person, but, you know, like, I'm also, I don't know, as well, at the same time. Like, if they killed them with no remorse or anything, I would question everything. So, basically, if someone stole something, it would be, why did they steal it type thing. It'd be a different story. I guess it's case by case to an extent. So yeah.
Thank you for your contributions, Larry.
Yeah, he's Larry loves talking for no reason. I think Larry just likes people being around, honestly.
Perhaps.
But yeah.
It's a cute llama, though.
He is. He is very... The reason I had to, like, keep him near here, because it's warmer in here a bit at times. He also kept climbing all over the bookcases, so... I didn't want that to keep happening. And then he chewed a few.
I was gonna ask, he seems like he'd be chewing on your books.
Yes, he's chewed on a few of them. But yeah, what's your thoughts on everyone, I guess, since we're talking about people?
Do you want to know about anyone in specific, or just the general vibe of everyone?
I guess both, to an extent. I've been trying to get the feeling of everyone's opinions on Briar. Okay, Larry, calm down.
Heard the name Briar and just had to freak out, huh?
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, I like to kind of gauge people's opinions because I guess everyone's opinions can affect choices they make. And I would like for the best outcome for the most people possible at times. Which is unlikely to happen, but I can try at least.
Yeah, I understand that sentiment. For Briar in specifics, I can't really say I trust her, but
Yeah.
she brought us all here, so
it's
probably better to stay on her good side than not.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. I mean, I don't really trust anyone. Not in a bad way. It's not that anyone's giving me bad vibes, I just never really trusted people. But yeah, I guess it's kind of similar for me. I've spoken to Briar a few times, and they've given me more information than people have, than others have. But Briar also tells the information, like, she won't, like, they won't always say everything about what you want to know, they'll tell you so much, I guess, which is frustrating at times, but it's also... Briar's brought us here, so tread carefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your general, I guess, consensus on everyone else?
My opinion on everyone else, I can't really say I have much of a difference between person to person. It's all... I mean, we've all done bad things, so we're here, I guess.
Yeah. Do you wonder, like, if... I guess, what extreme, to an extent? I don't know how to phrase it exactly, but how bad some of the things people have done. Like, is there a level of, like, things? Or is it just if you did something wrong in someone's eyes, is that why you're here?
I mean, I'm a private detective. I think I've seen the worst of society.
I mean, yeah.
So, as simple and nice as some of the people come across here, I'm very well aware that, well, any of them could be as bad as a serial killer.
Oh yeah. I mean, there is somebody here, potentially. That's bad as well because of that crime scene.
Yeah.
It's like, it's... It's one of those of, I don't want to think anyone here is like that, but also that is just proof that there is potentially someone here like that. So
no one ever wants to assume the people around them are capable of such horrible things, but more often than not, anyone could be. Anyone could do stuff like that. You just
yeah.
never really know who until it's too late.
I mean, I've been around for over 400 years, so you can't really think everyone's nice and lovely just because they come across like that.
Yeah, I only took 27 to learn that.
Yeah, it didn't take me long either, but it's more of, I've seen a lot of it, I guess, over the years. But yeah.
Yeah, my job has shown me that more times than I can count.
I can imagine.
Thank you, Larry.
He always knows when to share his opinion. Sometimes he just shares it anywhere. Have you met Silas at all?
I have a few times.
Probably met Silas more than I have.
More than likely. I mean, you don't go out much, and I'm in town pretty much every day.
I mean, I have no reason to go into town all the time, but I think I've seen Silas twice in the total time I've been here.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Since everyone else came here.
Oh. You're that reclusive?
I wouldn't say so. I've been out into town before. Like, I've been out quite a few times. I've just never run into people. I think, I guess, near when we were all brought here, it was a bit more on edge, I guess people were. Because I guess, like, when you guys all got here, we were already here and we were able to explain more. When everyone else got here, it was just Briar, I think. It's like Briar and Honey, and that was it. And I woke up, I think. I woke up under a tree that had apparently just that had grown. It wasn't there before I got here, is what Briar mentioned to me. But besides Briar, the only people I met quite quickly were Jasper and Val. So yeah.
Jasper's nice.
Yeah, they're a bit trusting of people, I guess, very easily.
Yeah.
But they're lovely. I mean, they met Cyrus, spilt coffee on them. They were a bit, Cyrus was a bit rude to them, and they offered them to their guest bedroom. Still. So yeah.
Yeah, and they still haven't gotten rid of Cyrus.
Yeah. Met Cyrus. Yeah, he's pretty stuck up.
Don't believe I've had the displeasure yet.
I don't think you want to.
No, I think I've met enough people here.
Everyone's quite a character, I will say. Yeah, Jasper is, they are lovely. I mean, it's one of those of, some people are more trusting than others, and it's understandable, everyone's different in life. So, I guess it's a situation of that I don't want it to be used against them, or it caused them to get hurt in some way.
Yeah.
I'm able to be the closest with people, but I still care, I guess, to like people getting hurt is not something I like to see most of the time. If it's I guess it's one of those, like, if it's someone who's a bad person and has done wrong to people I know, I wouldn't intentionally hurt them. Because it's not my place either. But I would help protect people in the ways I can. But yeah.
Everyone seems to hold that kind of opinion. Sorry, door slam.
It's okay.
Everyone seems to hold that opinion of if someone hurts someone I know, then I'll care. But beyond that,
I guess it's not just like people I care about. It's I don't know. It's I heal people I don't know. I've healed people for no price. I guess for me, I just don't want to see anyone hurt here. I mean, outside of here, I can't really help anybody anywhere. The people I care about are here. Yes, I don't know everyone personally to a really great extent to be like, I would die for you, because honestly I wouldn't die for anybody. But I'd be willing to help people out. If it was a better good for everyone, I would do a lot of things, but I'm just known for healing, so
I get that. I'm not really known for much other than, well, as I told Jasper yesterday, chaos, disappointment, and minor property damage.
yeah. Seems like chaos follows a lot of people here.
That's for sure.
Chaos definitely started to follow me once I became friends with Blackmire.
Is it more following you, or is it following Blackmire then?
It follows both of us now, but I would cause to blame him more so.
Seems to get up into a lot of trouble.
Tell me about it. I've known him a decent time. All he is trouble.
Seems to be that way.
Yeah. But yeah, it's why it's like, I guess it is a store, my herbalism shop, but it's also, I don't really charge anyone for anything, I guess. I'm just happy to help. I've seen people on their deathbeds and such, so you know, it gets you to start questioning why people charge to help people stay healthy. But also, some supplies are very scarce. Some plants especially are harder to find than others. So it's a double-edged sword, I guess. You want to help everyone, but you can't because you can't always find the plants for it.
I mean, it's a job like any other job. I'd imagine people want to be compensated for it, at least properly.
Yeah. It's one of those, I understand both sides of it. It's like there are some herbal remedies that they aren't life-saving. So it's like I mainly charge things that are not as necessary. But there are some times where I've just given people the medicine that they've needed because they need it to live. Some societies aren't built for the people who are ill. And they're not, in my opinion, correct. The people who need help can't get it, can't get the medicines, but the people who don't need it can always afford it. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's very rare to find anyone as selfless as you in that regard. See more people like the raccoon wandering around, exploiting people for money.
Greed is man's downfall at times. It's... yeah. It's definitely something.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. People get greedy and they just spell their own demise with it.
Yeah, they do. Yes, Lara, I know. He's talking about like his third cousin removed or something. I didn't pay much attention because he was saying he was really greedy. So... okay now. Hey. I mentioned your third cousin removed. Is that not enough?
Apparently not.
Yeah. That sounds... yeah. No. Don't look at me now. Okay, buddy. Yeah. But yeah, I am hopeful for better outcomes for people, but I'm also more realistic in the sense of I do believe they might not happen.
Yeah, I don't have much hope for us in this situation.
I mean, we didn't even choose to be brought here, so how are we meant to leave without that person letting us go? So, if we even live long enough to make it out, I guess.
That is the question, isn't it? Will we even live?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I hope people do, but... but yeah, I don't know if there's anything you would like to talk about. I know you said you don't talk about yourself much. That's okay, you don't have to. We can talk about, I guess, anything.
I mean, I have one of those flowers in my agency now.
Which flower? There's a lot of flowers, you see.
I know there's a lot of flowers, but the one specific one you don't want to talk about.
Right. That's so fun for you.
I mean, Spades put it there, so I can't imagine it's...
Oh. That's...
probably not as bad as what's been going on with the rest of you that have them, since I know where mine came from and I know why it's there.
But I can guess why it's there from what I've heard, but still doesn't mean it's fun to be around.
Not knowing why it's there is scarier, in my opinion, than knowing exactly why it's there.
Yeah.
I mean, Spades is planning to kill me at some point, and that's fine. I agreed to it.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it was learning that other people had it, I guess. Learning Jasper had it, and then Val. Jasper just brought up a conversation once, and I didn't have the heart to tell her to start with about it. This was like, I think, our second time talking to each other. So, you know, it's not like the easiest thing. So, you know that flower that you mentioned, right? Yeah, that's like a really bad omen about like death and such. It's not it's not really a great way to make, you know, good acquaintances or friends, I guess.
If it makes you feel any better, Jasper saw mine and has now kind of pieced it together.
Yeah. Val just came knocking at my door, and yeah. You shouldn't want to be the person to say, yeah, you've... It's not always definitive that it's gonna be death. It can just be something bad happens. But it's obviously, if you mention death, that's understandably the first thing that people are gonna think of as well. Which I understand. But I think this was like 2 to 3 weeks since like we arrived here. So I didn't really want to like, you know, drop that such like heavy bad news straight away. We've been here so new. But at least you're aware what yours kind of means, I guess. So that's something. But yeah. There's a lot of flowers with a lot of meanings.
Can I ask you some more about them?
Yeah.
What about the Lily of the Valley?
I mean, do you want to know about it, I guess? I know, like, properties medically and just what it kind of stands for. And we're all written down as well, just in case.
You can tell me whatever you want to about it.
It is kind of... It's not a death, like an omen of death. It's more of, I guess, what's the word? It represents someone who's passed on. It's, I guess, afterwards. It is also like a form of... What's the word? Not a form of purity, but it represents like innocence of a person. Can also symbolize happiness as well. It is poisonous to people as well, so you shouldn't really use it in remedies. You should not eat it or anything. But it's also, you can find them quite commonly around oak trees. Like, that's where you're most likely to find it. You can find it in other places, but that is where you most often will find it. But yeah, they're quite nice to look at. You just have to be careful, obviously. I mean, I say be careful. Be careful with your like pets and stuff, because I really hope you just wouldn't walk up to a random flower and just, you know, eat it. I like to think there's more hope in the world than, you know, kind of, you know, walking up to a random flower and going, yes, let me chew this flower.
This. Yeah.
Like, it's not the most normal thing to do or smart thing, but yeah, you can find them in graveyards at times. Most, I said to say, like at graves of like young people, because I guess they're, as makes sense, they're seen as very innocent. But yeah, it's a very simple flower, I guess, but it's very nice.